Hello, you're listening to Hibs Talk. I'm your host as always, Gav. Joining me today is Dave.
Alright.
And making his debut in person is Liam. How you doing, Liam?
Hello, how you doing?
Good. So you guys getting on?
Aye, good man, you?
Yeah, good. Kind of already covered this. We've done this bit twice.
They don't know.
So what were you selling? What you been up to?
Not much, just working away. Away to New York next week for my girlfriend's 21st, so
Brilliant.
Really?
looking forward to it, yeah.
That's
Spoiling the rotten. What were you
nice.
still, Dave? Anything exciting?
Nah, nothing at all, mate. Nothing at all. I've got a Gretna next week.
Not exactly New York, is it?
Nah.
Getting married?
No, I'm not getting married, no. Moving on.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a different show today. We obviously with the international break, we're gonna fill it up with some sort of gimmick sort of bits and stuff, which we'll get to. But starting off with some news, we have Hibs ladies won 4-1 to reach their fourth consecutive Scottish Cup. Whilst I went silent there, Dave kind of punched the air. So great for audio podcast, Dave.
Yep.
I
do my best.
But yeah, the finals next month against Glasgow City. But great to see them doing great.
Yeah,
in the cup again.
That's what I mean. 4 in a row. Can't be sniffed at. Well, I've not won it yet, but it's the league they want, innit? So where are they in the league?
I think they're either third. They went second above Celtic after beating them last week. So, aye.
It's the league they want. That must be a wee bit annoying that they keep doing so well in the cup.
Glasgow City run a wee bit again though. They're going for something like number 15 in a row or something. So it's crazy. But yeah, goals from Muir, Cavendish, Hunter, and Boyle gave Hibs a 4-1 lead. 4-1 win.
4-1 week.
Next month they play Glasgow City in the final, and it's at Tynecastle, so no reason for folk to not get along. They're also playing this weekend, Ainsley Park, and it's a league game against Rangers, and then the week after that they've got Glasgow City, so a nice warm up for the final, so that'd be a nice interesting one as well. But I guess also Hibs news related, kind of loosely related, John McGinn scores a hat-trick for Scotland. He's just the best, isn't he?
Nice class.
He's fantastic. Just a shame he's going to Celtic for free in January.
They must be kicking themselves, eh? Celtic.
Yes, get said anytime he has a good game, you see, oh, but he's not good enough for Celtic. On Twitter, it's like guaranteed to be in the comments section. But I love him. I've not felt this way about a player that's left Hibs since Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
I creepily followed Fletcher's career. Like, quite weird stalkerish behaviour, and I'm kind of the same with McGinn.
Your mates, I don't know if you mentioned this on the podcast before, but your mates for your 30th got you a nice present.
They got me a Aston Villa top with McGinn in the back. They got me other stuff too before. It wasn't just that, but
really nice. But yeah,
I've not worn it outside yet because it's a bit gimpish in it. I'm like 30-year-old and I'm wearing a boot with McGinn in the back, but in my top. But it's class. I wore it in the house.
And you see all the stuff on Twitter and stuff like, well, that'll add another 5 million to his price tag and stuff, so here's something for that, because
fingers crossed.
We'll not spend it anyway.
So moving on,
I wonder if we could maybe get BT Sport.
So speaking of international break, I was listening to TalkSport, just blatantly copied this, I'm not going to lie about it. They were doing a thing with England internationalists, and they were doing higher or lower on how many caps they've had. So I've picked, I've got 10 footballers here who are either current Hibs players or ex-Hibs players. I have a list of how many caps they have as of the 14th of October 2019 according to Wikipedia. So if I'm wrong, it's Wikipedia's fault. Okay, so I've got a wee chart here to the thing is, if whoever goes first, if they get them all right, they stay on, so they could get 10 points, and the other person gets none.
That's pretty brutal.
To guess, so it could be a real benefit of going first. So to guess who goes first, what was the Hibs attendance versus Celtic and the closest person gets to go first.
When?
So Hibs versus Celtic, the last home game. What was attendance? So give me the 5 figures that you think it was.
16,500.
Okay, Dave.
It would have probably been about that, but I think they count tickets sold. So even though it looks empty, Hibs are like, no, I swear there was 18,000 here. There wasn't though. Wait, 18 and a half.
There was 18,339. So Dave gets to go first. Okay, so we're going to start with Ivan Sprill, and I'll tell you that.
So I didn't get a point for that.
No. Ivan Sproul,
Was
you
it
get to go
coin toss?
first.
Oh, it was the coin toss.
Aye,
Should have just flipped a coin.
Ah,
No, I mind you,
You're
I actually feel like I achieved something there by getting that right. So.
Ivan Sproul, I'll give you how many caps he's had to begin with. So for Northern Ireland, he's had 11 caps. So the second player we've got is John Blackley. Has he had more or less caps for Scotland?
Less.
Correct, he had 7. So that's a point to Dave. So Dave, you get to stay on. So next, we're going to Rocky Marciano for Israel. Higher or lower
Then 7.
than 7?
Oh. See, I know he's played like
It's higher or lower, Dave?
5.
Come on.
Lower. Lower.
Incorrect. It was higher.
How
He's had
much?
13 caps for
Ah.
Israel. So that
Damn shite anyway.
Liam, that brings in you. So
Here we
next
go.
we're going to Gary O'Connor. Higher or lower than 16?
Lower.
I give that away because it was actually 13, but it was actually 16. Yeah, I gave it away there, but yeah, you got something wrong. So
Get off you.
I meant to say higher or lower than 13. He's had 16 caps for Scotland, which I was quite surprised at.
I don't remember him playing that many times for Scotland.
I think he had a lot of games off the bench for a spell, but yeah.
Can I just check a rule?
Mm-hmm.
What happens if it's level? Or have you not done that?
I've not done that. I wouldn't do that. That's unfair.
I know, but see on the telly that programme, the card Bruce, is it Bruce for size player cards, right?
Yeah,
Is it no like nothing for a pair or something like that?
but
It's a brilliant
but I
programme
got to
by
pick it, so I wouldn't do that. So Gary
Liam's
O'Connor-
looking at me going, it was before your time, mate. Get on to Challenge when you get home TV channel. I'm telling you, you'll get it on there.
So Gary O'Connor had 16 caps for Scotland. Jamie McLaren, higher or lower
Then what?
than 16?
Oh my gosh. I'll go higher.
Jamie McLaren has had 14 caps for Australia.
Get that up, yeah.
So you've not got a point. So far we're halfway through and there's 1 point out of a possible 5. So next we're going to Stevie Crawford for Scotland. So Liam, this is to you. Higher or lower than 14
And
caps?
14. I'll be generous and give him higher.
Correct. He had 25 caps for Scotland.
I would have said that was a nailed on lower.
On you go, Stevie boy.
I'd have got that wrong, and I've been really cocky about it as well and look stupid.
So we stick with former forwards that played for Hibs, and we go to Lee Griffiths next. So higher or lower than 25?
I think lower, because Strachan left him at the side a lot.
Correct. I was quite surprised. It's only 19 he's had. So Liam takes the lead 2-1.
I prefer when Stephen's here because Stephen doesn't really apply logic to stuff.
So next we go to Slivka for Lithuania.
Oh, he plays all the fucking time.
Higher or lower
How
than
many
19?
did Griffiths have? 19.
Mm-hmm.
Lower.
Incorrect. He's had 38 caps.
You said he plays all the time
Aye,
and
but
then went lower.
Aye, but then 19's a lot of times, eh?
Yeah, it is a
I
lot.
don't remember him being called up as often as that.
Aye.
So Dave's chance to equalise. We're on Slivka with 38. Higher or lower for Frank Soze?
Oh my gosh. Gosh, why did I say oh my gosh? I'm gonna go higher.
So Slivka has had 38 caps for Lithuania.
So I was gonna hit like 36 or 37, eh?
Frank Soze's had 39.
39. Yes.
So an equaliser and a chance for Dave to win. So we go from Frank Soze now to Giorgio Claros, or however you pronounce his name.
Oh,
Higher
Jorge.
or lower than
Jorge.
39 caps?
Jorge Claros. Try to think. When did he get shot? He got shot, mind.
Drove himself to the hospital. He drove himself to the hospital.
Did he?
Aye.
To go and play for them?
No, when he got shot.
Alright. I was like, well, if he's that committed, he might be quite a lot of caps then. 39. Oh, God's sake, man. Lower.
He has had 83 caps for Honduras. So
Have you got a tiebreaker?
we'll go. No, I didn't have a tiebreaker. I didn't really think of that here. Right, so it finishes 2-2. Nice draw.
No.
No.
I'm on a tiebreaker.
I want a tiebreaker. Ask us anything.
Okay, so for the tiebreaker, Hibs legend Pat Stanton. How many caps did he have for Scotland? Closest one wins.
Right. So I'm thinking the best way to do this, right, is I'll type it into my phone and then you say
What's
so
the
that,
number?
no, because then I'll just go one lower than him or one higher than him. They do it on TalkSport all the time. It does my nothing. It shouldn't be allowed.
Right.
Don't look at me like that. Yeah, this is what we're doing, right? So I'll type in the number I think that he had,
Okay, and you say what you think it is.
and then
once it's
and
typed
then
in.
and then it's typed.
Okay.
So I've actually put it in our group chat.
Okay, what are you going to go for, Liam?
I'm going to go for 18.
I went 26.
He had 14 caps.
Yeah.
So Liam is the winner.
Yes.
Well done.
Well played, mate.
That was good.
Coming onto your turf and whooping your ass.
We'll have to add some more stuff like that 'cause that was quite fun. Maybe do Hibs appearances once Louis hits another milestone or something. So
Once Louis hits 2 international caps.
yeah. So next we're going to have a quick chat about Hibs, and next up is Hamiton. How you feeling about the game after a bit of a break from Hibs with international break?
When you go.
Well, I guess we'll start with you, Liam. How have you felt about the season so far?
Not very good. But, it's Hamiton. They're no great shakes, are they? So, I think we'll go there and maybe take 2 off them. I think.
They're quite an unpredictable team. You look at their form, they have, they get absolutely humped, and then they have, a 2-2 draw with Hearts or something, or beat Hearts, whatever it was. They just seem to really inconsistent. So it's hard to predict which Hamilton's going to turn up.
It is, especially on the plastic pitch as well. I think that'll make a difference. I think there's a lot of players in our team that can't play on the plastic pitch, but we need to go there and play like the team that we were playing last season and expect to win. But they need to put the graft in. That's what we've not been doing.
And Dave, have you seen positive signs the last few weeks? I mean, unbeaten in 3 really.
Aye.
You can be negative if you want. Just be honest as you want.
Thank God for that. I still think it's been pretty boring football, but we've been playing against Celtic were better than us, so I didn't mind if we the mindset of just having to work hard and fight, because it's actually quite an enjoyable watch at the same time, innit, when you see everybody mocking in and putting a shift in. It's like fans appreciate that. You can't do that every week. You can't do that against teams at Hamiton. You obviously need to go and play attacking football against them. We kind of done this better at Pittodrie in a sense that we created more obvious chances, just didn't take them. But again, we looked at the stats, we were actually not doing anything different for what we were doing most weeks. Wasn't creating a great deal more. It was just that the chances were better chances. But that's a good thing, because we're moaning about it, so I can't really moan. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm moaning about a good thing happening there.
Liam, what were you thought the last few weeks? Has it kind of changed your mind or anything at all?
I think so. I wasn't at the Aberdeen game, but with the Celtic game, I thought we showed a wee bit more backbone in the midfield. We were standing up to them a wee bit more. I think still showing them a wee bit too much respect, but I think we did all right, although we weren't really good attacking. I think we showed a wee bit more spine and stuff. I wasn't at the Kilmarnock game either, but I'm hearing that was a dire game, but we managed to get through it and then winning on penalties. So I mean, you got to kind of look at the positives,
Mm-hmm. So team selection wise, I mean, I think this is one of the questions which we're going to come back to, but Doige or Canberra seems to be the main talking point. What's your kind of thoughts on that?
Play a better film up top together.
I agree.
So on that, we have a question from James, and he's asking, are any of our target men good enough? Why does Hecky insist on playing one up front when history tells us Canberra plays better with a partner?
I think they would do well up front together. Doige gets himself into the positions well. I think from what I've seen in the Aberdeen highlights, he got himself into the positions well, but I think he just lost a wee bit of confidence after the first couple, and then he's desperate to score and just fluffs it. But if he's getting into positions like that all the time, then we saw it at the Celtic game. He obviously didn't score, but he's put the dangerous ball across. I think him and Canberra would work well together, especially when Boyle comes back, having Middleton and Boyle on the wings. It'll give us a lot more going forward.
Mm-hmm. And Rob's asked, how would you set up against Hamiton? So you're saying you'd go 2 up top, both of these?
Yeah, 2 up top, because how many headers and flick-ons did Doige win against Kilmarnock, and he was flicking on to nobody? It's a shame. And like you're saying, Canberra likes to run off the back behind defences and that, so it's definitely an option.
So my question, like I said last week, so if you're going 2 up top, you've either got to go 5 at the back, or you've got to drop the wingers, or you've got to play 4 in midfield. And if you're playing 4 in midfield, Scott Allen doesn't work in a midfield 2, so does he have to go out to the left wing?
Could no just play a diamond?
Potentially, but then again you've got to drop the wingers.
Not particularly. You can still have wide wingers in a diamond.
Yeah, I guess. Means if they're going out to the wing though, it does leave a bit exposed in the middle.
Aye, maybe not so high up.
But see, wingers. Stephen Mallon's not a winger, so you know better just sticking to him, just playing more as a kind of right midfielder, like as part of like a 3 that kind of drifts
right
on the right.
So you'd have Vela, Mallon and Hallberg plays the midfield 3 with Scott Allen in front of them in a diamond.
That would
Hallberg
work.
sitting.
Yeah, that would work. Depends. I know
could even have Middleton.
Then you're leaving Middleton. Aye.
Yeah, I guess Scott Allen's played 3 of it left of a midfield 3, so that could kind of work, and then you've got Middleton freed up a bit of free roll. So yeah, it's a possibility.
I would say having Mallon, Hallberg and Middleton with Allen in front of them.
So just sorry, I'm not gonna lie. I got a text from my grandma there asking how my first day at work had went, and I never got a text from my grandma, and it put me off a bit.
And how did your first day at work go, Gav?
Have they even asked you, in fact?
No. It went fine. It was very introductory, boring, self-explanatory, common sense stuff.
Health and safety.
Yeah, the exciting stuff kind of starts on Thursday, but yeah, kind of boring for first few days to get ahead, but yeah, it went well. It was.
Let's
really
hope they're not listening, eh?
I know. That's actually a very valid point.
What? It's honest feedback. The first few days are boring. They understand that. That's fine. Okay, so getting through the rest of your guys' questions then, because we might do it while we're on it. So talking of strike partnerships and playing 2 up front, Chris has asked, would you prefer a working partnership of Canberry and McLaren, or Canberry and McNulty?
Canberry and McLaren.
I agree.
It worked.
And I loved McLaren.
Yeah.
Gorgeous guy, eh?
I liked him too.
Yeah, there's something about him. Like Sparky was great as well, because he really sort of bought into Hibs, and he understands Scottish football, and but he's but nah, there was something about McLaren, and it was a really special partnership. It was a great time to be a Hibs fan those 5 months.
I was sad when he left.
Yeah, so it's good, and it never worked out for him second time, and good to see him scoring for Australia and doing well in Australia now. So okay, so couple of questions on the manager here. Will the board sack Hecky if we don't get maximum points in the next few winnable games?
No.
And how long will Hecky get? So similar questions there. That was from Ross and from Isaac. Dave, your thoughts on that?
He'll not get sacked, no. If he gets 3 out of 9, then there'll be a lot of pressure, even 4 out of 9. But
yeah,
that'll not happen.
We'll have to see some winnable games coming up. Callum has asked 4 realistic signings from people who play in the SPFL. I'd go for me, as if to say him, but no, he means Alan Campbell, Michael Halloran, Serwin Seedorf and Lee Griffiths on loan.
Serwin Seedorf, not very realistic.
It doesn't have to be realistic. There's 4 players, semi-realistic, that maybe not right now, but at some point you'd like to see him sign.
I was well impressed when I went to Motherwell and seen that boy.
Aye,
class.
Brilliant, eh?
But he was running it Whittaker, and that's not even a like Slayton Whittaker. Whittaker got absolutely no support that game. We were shocking our midfield.
I like that Hilton boy as well for Motherwell.
Yeah, they've done really good business this summer. And just on that, Michael has asked, who would you like to see come in January? What's your opinions on Michael O'Haran, who was just sort of mentioned? Personally, always think he's a pest and would do well for us.
He did well against us when we played St Johnstone at home. I thought that he's a tricky winger, eh?
I'd rather Matty Kennedy if I was taking somebody for St Johnstone.
Good winger.
O'Halloran's got attitude problems as well.
Does he?
Well, when he never turned up for playing for Rangers 23s, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, I mind that now.
I wouldn't have turned up for Rangers 23s
though. Buzz has asked, do we need to get a decent striker in, or is it more the service? We've kind of talked about this before, but
somebody, when I never spoke about Griffiths there, I would take Griffiths. Obviously, I think I would take Griffiths, but do you think Griffiths could happen?
Nah.
Right,
okay.
I don't think so, but
move on then.
I'd love it if it did, but it just seems like I'm saying that I did think Scott Allen was going to come back.
From a Celtic point of view, though, they've got Bio and Edward, and who else have they got?
But but apparently Lennon really likes him. It's more to do with.
Seems that.
But I don't know why he's not playing him, so I don't know the details. But anyway, yeah. But Dave, obviously, I'd love Lee back, but I can't see it happening. Can you see it happening?
Nah, I can't see it happening. I just thought I'd ask.
Andy's asked, is Europe out of our grasp?
Yes.
I think so, aye.
We're
Is it not too early? 8 games?
No.
So is that more, because there's only 30 games left, or just based on the performances this season, you don't see us making that much of a dramatic turnaround?
Yeah, but I can't see it at all.
I think that and the performances of like Motherwell, especially.
Yeah.
I think Motherwell will be in with a good shout for.
I think they'll finish third.
Aye.
And Aberdeen have been really winning ugly this season, and if eventually they'll click and start winning.
Aberdeen have been winning ugly for years.
Yeah.
Horrible football team.
Truth.
No, they've done clever things though, like just little things to get the ball up the pitch. It's they're a very clever team. But yeah. Raymond Strachan's asked, should Shaw get an opportunity? Because other strikers aren't scoring.
I'm going to say aye, because to annoy Stephen.
I like Shaw, I do. I really like him. But
He should have been out on loan. It's probably more necessary for a loan move than Mackie, I think. But
where's he going to go though?
Don't know.
He's going to get bullied in the Championship.
But even just sticking him at somewhere where he needs to create or something. I don't know, Livingston,
Dundee United.
Anywhere.
Linked with St Johnstone in the summer. I thought that would have been a good move for him.
Aye, even somewhere there, rather than sitting on our bench and coming on for 10 minutes.
And then finally on Twitter, we've got a couple of questions. Matt's asked, should we be looking at 9 points from our next 3 games?
Yes.
Who have we got? Hamilton,
Ross County and Livy.
Aye.
Ross County and Livy at home.
I'd take 7
Hamilton
points.
away.
I'd take 7.
Livingston are a good team.
I know they are.
Big Marv. Oh.
I know.
And then Tam's asked about the fans directors and your opinions on them, if they do a good job and stuff. I mean, we've got the working together. They seem to be doing a good job. I think they're doing a good job anyway. Dave?
Yeah, they do a good job. The only thing I would say is I think that the communication from them of late has been a wee bit more lacking. But that's a club thing. I think the club have kind of went a wee bit quiet.
One thing I've been impressed with is Kieran has been doing a monthly update on HibsBouncing.net, which is good to see.
I do like them as well. The only thing, and somebody mentioned it at the last Working Together meeting, they didn't advertise the Working Together meeting until like the day of the thing, which was the point. But is that a way out? I think that's because of the results in the pitch, which I don't agree with. No, I don't agree with at all. So you didn't invite folk along when it's all singing and dancing, and then when it's kind of poor, you hide. And I think that's what the whole communications at the club has happened recently. I think it's kind of because it's been a bit poor. It's maybe went a wee bit quieter. Which
selling Christmas parties, but
okay. So thank you very much for your questions. It was good. It was a big help having those questions because obviously, keeps us on talking about Hibs at this time the year. This time of the year, what am I on about? This time of the month with international duty. Anyway,
there's another international break in November.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No,
I hate them.
What's that about?
Do you know what? I didn't even realise Scotland were on the other night. Callum sent through a text saying
just as well.
McGinn scored a hat-trick. I'm like, is that the night Scotland's playing? I've lost all interest.
I walked into the house and I thought my dad was winding me up. He was like, half time and it's a John McGinn hat-trick. I was like, very good. It kicks off at 8:15, Dad, and he was like, nah, it doesn't.
Yeah, okay, so would you like to do the quiz now, or would you like to do the hit or miss that we're starting this week?
You choose, Dave, since I won.
Go hit or miss.
Go hit or miss first. Okay, so hit or miss, basically we're going to look at 2 former players and kind of look at their retrospectively back at their Hibs career and have you guys argue whether you think they were a success or not. So hit or a miss. So Liam, start with yourself. What player are you going to argue a hit or a miss this week?
I'm going to argue for a miss. Mr. Fraser Fivey. I didn't think he was
Scottish
good
Cup winner Fraser Fivey.
The very same. I didn't think he was very great. I thought he hid a lot in games. I didn't think he was very good on the ball. And then a combination of that, even if he did something good, I didn't like him.
The only thing I didn't like about him was at Ibrox, he went down like he'd been shot, and I think like there'd been a slight challenge or a slight push or something. I can't be bored with any of that. That's for the Rangers players to do. No, I don't want Hibs players doing that. But
Unless it's to win like a penalty against Hibs or Rangers, then
I can't mind if put the man
completely for
sent off or not. But yeah, I remember being really annoyed with that. But no, I thought he was a great player personally. I really enjoyed him on the ball, and I was always.
No.
Dave, your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I liked Fraser Fyvie. Like you're saying, Scottish Cup winner. I thought he was quite tidy. Kind of tidied everyone up and let everybody else play about him. Ken.
Of course you did.
Yeah, he was the worker.
Yeah.
He kind of got stuck in as well. Quite liked.
Do you know who he reminded me of? Because we talk about good midfield threes and stuff that we've had. We had Scott Brown and Kevin Thompson. Kevin Thompson kind of doing the sit-in role, Scott Brown bombing forward, and we had Mikey Stewart, who, love him or hate him, I thought he'd done a good job that wasn't season at Hibs.
I like Stewart.
He had the good balance to kind of and letting those two do their thing. I thought Fraser Fyvie was that as well beside McGeoch and McGinn.
Yeah, no, I agree. Didn't he add many goals to the game or that either? So
did he score?
He scored.
Did he score?
2.
I was wondering what you were doing on your phone.
Yeah, I'm on Wikipedia.
I know
what I'm talking about. He's actually scored 4 goals for Dundee United between 2017 and 19, and he scored 3 for Cove Rangers in 7 appearances.
Well done, Fraser.
You're doing it in League 2. But no, it's a bit of a shame that injuries have kind of caused them to be at that level. But yeah,
guess what age he is?
29.
27.
26. I can't believe the two of you still thought he was in his 20s.
Chance.
I thought he was older than that. How can you be 26-year-old and then be at clubs like Aberdeen, Hibs and Dundee United
And Wigan.
And Wigan, and then
Was he not involved in the squad that won the FA Cup?
Aye, I heard someone said to me that he used to go about boasting about his FA Cup winners medal all the time when he was at Hibs.
Yeah, can imagine. He's only actually played once for Wigan.
Wow.
The whole time he was there.
Aye, so
that's in the league. But
so
yeah.
between 2012 and 2015 he was out of Scotland, right? This is a separate quiz in itself. How many times do you think he played between 2012 and 2015
1
outside of Scotland? No.
13.
So we did my maths. 7.
Wow.
How can you only play 7 times in that?
Who did he
That's
play
like-
for?
He played once for Wigan, twice for Yeovil, and 4 times for Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury, who cares? But aye, and then 54 for us, 32 for Dundee United, and then Cove Rangers. But Cove have got themselves a player though.
Nah. It's a bit of a shame that injuries have kind of caused him to be at that level at this point in his career. But I thought he was a cracking player for us and done really well.
If he could work his way back up, because that to me, 26
years old. They still
He
got a
could-
wee bit of redemption in him, surely.
he could.
Just no for Hibs, please.
I would take him. No, right now.
To be fair, I would take him over some of the. dross that
some
we've
of
got
the
at the moment.
you said earlier on that Hibs kind of playing plastic pitches.
I
We
need to
struggle on grass ones as well. I was going to say that, but I was too late, and I was like, nah. But then I've came back 20 minutes later and made myself look worse.
So we'll ask
Sit on that for 20 minutes.
we'll ask your guys' opinion on whether Fraser Fyvie was a hit or a miss. Dave, who are you arguing for this week?
Oh, Wikipedia up. Jorge Claros.
Mentioned earlier on.
Aye, that was just a
83
coincidence.
caps for Honduras.
The Pitbull.
The Pitbull, yes.
Yes.
I would try and sing a Pitbull song, but I don't know any.
Mr.
So.
Worldwide.
See, I didn't like him. I thought it was like he was towing a caravan. I done some alright things now and then, but I just thought he was a bang average player, if that, in a horrible football team. So it made him look alright.
Do you resent him partly because of just because he was involved in that squad that had the result we shall not mention?
Aye, yeah, a wee bit. I kind of hate that it was for that squad so much. Doherty. Can't have him in my fantasy team. I can't hear him in my fantasy team.
No.
I can't stand you.
Aye. We've got obviously got the Hibs Talk Fantasy League, and I'm having a look at some of the teams. Some people have got Doherty. I'm like, how could you have Matt Doherty?
It makes me angry that he's doing well, eh?
Yeah. I
hate
want him
him.
to fail miserably in his career.
But I don't know. I'm sure he was rumoured to be one of the players. Him and was it George Francom, the other one, from Norwich? That apparently the two of them were laughing about. It doesn't matter. We're going back to.
And then that boy
Gary
that
O'Connor was
for
ready to fight
Stoke.
them.
That boy was for Stoke. But you listen to Size
Tom
Ferry.
Swords.
Aye. listen to Size Ferry's
He was a
pod
passenger.
with Gary O'Connor. And he's talking about that cup final. Shocking.
What
Actually makes my blood boil.
What was getting back to Claros? What was his opinion on Claros? Did that not come up?
No, he actually couldn't remember his name. So he would like try to remember. And he was like, we had the boy for oh God's sake, I think he was for Honduras or something. Couldn't mind his name. But Sir Connor, I'm not gonna say anything more.
I thought he was good, eh?
Yeah.
I really liked him. He had a bit of bite about him. And you can't knock someone who has been attempted to get carjacked, been shot, fought the guy off, and drove himself to hospital and lived to tell the tale, and played 83 times for his country.
He's a bit exaggerated.
So you're heartless, Dave.
Nah, that's fine. He never scored.
No, he's a defensive midfielder. He's
Doesn't
done
matter.
that job.
Listen,
something
it's a
that
start.
Bartley never scored.
Something that Halberg's did quite well. He was
I
kind of
don't like
tidy.
Bartley.
I thought he was tidy in front of the
Winding
defence. I thought he was tidy in front of the defence and kind of done a really nice job tidying things up. And was,
Got stuck in, eh?
yeah, and he was quite. You'd think he was quite small framed and quite small and that, and you'd think, but then he would get wired in, and yeah, I thought he was really good. I realised there's a bit of pattern here that I'm sticking up for both players and not going the other way, but
I think he quite understood the club as well.
yeah.
So
Did he?
I think so.
Fair enough. So we will ask you guys who you think was a more success. I mean, I think it's obvious who's going to win that one. Everyone's just going to say, well, he won the Scottish Cup, but we'll get your opinions on both of them on social media and stuff.
They've both got a Scottish Cup medal.
So
Very true. Very contrasting Scottish Cup final stories.
yeah, very much so. Okay, so we'll go on to a quiz and then we'll finish up with room 1902. So, quick quiz then. So, usual rules of shout out your name and answer the question when I come to you. Whoever shouts out their name first gets to go, and if you know the answer before the question's read out, you can shout out your name.
Can we take like 1 minute, just pause it and just get sound?
No.
Like sound bites.
Fine.
Yes.
We're going to pause the podcast, but you'll not notice because I can edit it. So what sound bites have you went for? Do you want Dave? Liam, you want to play yours first?
Oh, that's not working.
So we've got Peter Griffin laughing, and Dave, you've went for.
We eat McDonald's until we come to an agreement.
Brilliant. Kind of be a bit of Trump. Okay, so we'll get started with the questions, and like I say, I'll start reading them out, and yeah, okay. So, say your name, and you can stop me early if you know the answer.
Seriously,
Not say your name, play the soundbite. You know what I mean.
David.
What was removed from Easter Road in the year 2000?
We eat McDonald's until we come to an agreement.
The slope.
Correct. 1-0 Dave. Okay.
Nice one.
That's why we changed the badge, is it not? Because it was a sloped badge.
Yes. And also apparently Peter didn't like it. But I don't know how much influence he had over that. But
The
anyway.
new one couldn't have cost that much then.
Okay. Name the famous 5 first and last names.
Eddie Turnbull,
Mm-hmm.
Laurie Riley.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I've had a mind blank.
That happens by...
Smith, Gordon Smith,
Yes.
Smith, Johnson, Bobby Johnson,
Uh-huh.
Riley, Laurie Riley, Turnbull,
Uh-huh.
Ormond, Billy Ormond.
There you go. You've done it.
Well played, mate. Unless I know I'm the same. Unless I'm saying the same, I have to sing the song sometimes.
1-1. Okay. Which team did Hibs lose a penalty shootout in 2013-14 in the Premier?
Was it Motherwell?
No.
Oh, wait.
We eat McDonald's until we come to an agreement.
It's Hamiton.
Correct.
That's what we went doing.
Oh, I was thinking of like
Nah. You went before he finished asking.
cup or something.
Aye.
So 2-1 Dave.
Yeah.
Should have
yeah.
left that question out.
What was the name of the campaign to save Hibs from a takeover?
Hands off Hibs.
2-2. Next question.
How many questions is there?
10,
Right.
I think. Which striker scored a hat-trick in Hibs' 6-2 victory?
Mixu.
Correct.
Pulling away, Dave.
It's 3-2. Camden.
I like that score. Against which team did George Best make his debut for Hibs?
We eat McDonald's until we come to an agreement.
Dave, that was you? You just going to guess a team?
Yep. I'm going to say that he, with confidence,
Right.
that he made his debut against Motherwell.
Incorrect. You want to make a guess?
Celtic.
No. Okay, I'll let you have a second guess. The team are currently in the Championship.
Dundee United.
Nope.
Oh, he never pressed his button.
It's fine. Just go
No,
for
no, I automatically get the points.
it. Go for it. Who are you going for?
Championship. Ayr United.
No. It was Partick Thistle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was going to be my third guess.
Guess who I am. This Edinburgh-born striker scored 90 goals for the club in 2 spells.
We eat McDonald's until we come to an
Liam
agreement.
just
O'Connor.
got- Nope.
Oh,
We eat McDonald's until we come to
sorry,
an
I love this. Riordan.
Correct.
I thought he scored over 100.
So-
I was going to say him first.
3-3. So who were the first English side Hibs faced in the UEFA Cup?
Tottenham.
Nope. Come on, Dave. you
Liverpool.
answer. No. You were close with the all white. It was Leeds.
Fair point.
Okay. Name the left winger who left Hibs in 1984 after 15 years and 626 appearances.
We eat McDonald's until we come to an agreement.
Arthur Duncan.
Correct. Is that 4-3 you?
Aye, he does my granny. He used to do my granny's feet. He became a chiropodist.
Really?
Yeah, true story. And he worked at Faltus. Done my granny's feet. My granny used to always tell me that.
Brilliant.
Ken.
From which club did Andy Gorham sign for Hibs? So who did we sign him from? Okay, a clue, it was an English club.
We eat McDonald's until we come to an agreement.
Ipswich.
Nope.
So guess.
Sign a team then.
Southampton.
It was Oldham Athletic.
I was close.
I think I've done more questions, but it's fine. If it's 11 or 12, who cares? Name the player who became a Hibs legend without playing for Hibs by scoring 2 goals in a game played on the 3rd of May.
Albert Kidd.
Correct.
Oh, well played.
Is that 4-4?
Aye.
Guess who I have. So guess the player. An ex-Rangers defender who managed Hibs in 1991.
91.
I can give you a clue if you need it. He also won the League Cup with Hibs.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to think, because
Who was the manager when we won the League Cup in 1991?
Mickey Weir and that.
Well, Mickey was the manager, but who,
Yeah, I know
who's
that, but I'm trying to think of the, think of the team, but don't know. That's horrendous. I don't know.
Any idea?
No,
No guesses?
I'm gonna probably know this, but
It was Alec Miller.
Alec Miller. I did not know he used to play with Rangers.
There you go. And that's the set of questions.
He was Hibs manager for like 10
That's
years.
4-4 though.
4-4.
That's another. We need another tiebreaker.
Right, okay, 2 seconds. Okay, so tiebreaker time. Let's have a look for a decent question here. Nah, that one's rubbish. Okay, let's go for this one. Which company were the first Hibs sponsor, the shirt sponsor?
Bukta.
Correct.
Well played.
Yes.
So that's, you won the higher and lower, and also the quiz. Well done.
Yeah,
we
I'll
go?
always
2 in a
get
row?
beat. Every quiz we do, I get beat by 1.
Also, that'll be picking up you slapping on your knee, so please don't do that.
Alright. It's because I'm annoyed.
At least you're not punching the table. Mind that.
Yeah, it's been known.
Aye. For those who listened, our older podcast ages ago will mind that. Anyway, so we're going to finish up with Room 1902. So far in Room 1902, we have obviously the Cup Hoodoo was the first thing to go in there, and then we've added Seagulls, and Sports Scene was the most recent thing. Stuart voted for Sports Scene. I agreed. Format's outdated. It's no great. It's not the best. Aye. So yeah, chuck that in.
Seagull shiting on Thompson's head now as it stands.
So Liam, let's start with yourself. What are you putting forward to go into Room 1902? If you've not listened to this bit before, basically it's Room 101, but Room 1902 because the Cup Hoodoo went in there. So anyway,
Well, because it's getting a wee bit colder, Gav, players are going to start bringing out their winter attire. And what I hate and what I want to stick into Room 1902 is when players wear short sleeves and also gloves as well, like Morelos. That really infuriates me.
makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Your arms are going to be cold. Your hands are going to be warm. It's annoying. It's very much annoying.
But your fingers are different though.
Yeah.
Your fingers, you do get nippy fingers.
different circulation.
Still though, it looks stupid.
And if
Mate,
you're-
I'm just here to argue against you because I want nothing put in. So I'm not going to go.
If
That's a good one.
If you're running a boot, do you maybe get more blood circulating through your arms? It's harder to get into your hands. Maybe, I don't know. I'd need to. Shows how much I play football.
But it doesn't
Um,
matter because you do use your hands anyway. You know what I mean?
True.
The boy's got the point.
It's gonna be a hard one to argue against Dave, but yeah, I mean, it does make sense. You see, if players are cold and they've got their Under Armour on and then their gloves, okay, fair enough. But if they've got a long sleeve top, yeah. But to have a short sleeve top, expose your arms and have. But then, is that any different? This is not. I know I'm being ridiculous this statement, but is that any different from having your knees exposed?
Well, you can't wear trousers, can you? But it'd be like walking along the street and you see someone in like a body
You
warmer
wouldn't see it in
and
the
gloves,
street.
would you?
In your defence, you wouldn't see it in the street.
You cover up your body if you want to keep warm.
Aye. But they're running a bit of football pitch.
It's not got anything to do with sweating it. I mean, but if they're running a bit of football pitch, then surely take the gloves off if you're going to be warm.
Just quick shout out if you're listening. Boy that sits behind us, Harry. He wears he wears shorts to every game. Remember January we went up into him and he was going to Motherwell, freezing cold. We've got like 3-4 layers on and he's wearing shorts. Apparently wears them every game. He's a nutter. Dave, what are you arguing against? What are you trying to put in room 1902 this week?
Right. You're making this was rubbish, but I'm going with it right. Aluminous jelly is on Hibs kits. The last couple of years, right, we've went away from yellow to aluminous, and I hate it.
I don't know, I quite like it.
I can't stand it.
I really liked the night one. It was simple. It was nice. I liked it.
No, you look like a steward. You look like a policeman. You look anything but a football player. I don't like it. I think it looks horrible on the telly. In one instance, one of our players passed the ball off the pitch. Mind that?
Yep.
Because they thought a Hibs player was running up the wing.
Was that maybe just an excuse and it was a rubbish pass?
Nah, with the standard of players maybe, but nah, and it was a steward. It's just a horrible top, and I hate the Hibs logo being any other colour. I think that'll be all football teams apart from green. I hate when they change the colour of the logo. So the away one now is like a kind of limey. Where are the luminous colours coming from? Just to have yellow.
Must be some sort of marketing ploy behind it.
It's probably a psychological thing. You look like there's
Glow in the
Mary.
dark and that.
You look like there's Mary or something if you wear a bright luminous yellow. Like if a player's like turning quick, they can see you quickly. Bullshit. Just put you in yellow.
The thing is, it would seem that people are disagreeing with you because you see plenty of people wearing them at the games. They're selling.
There's just hundreds of G4S there that day.
What's your thoughts on the tops, Liam?
I quite like a luminous yellow.
Right.
I like it. I like the one that we had last season with the grey bits on it. I thought it looked quite smart.
No.
When was the last time we had a yellow top?
Would have been the 2012,
Was it the one-
2011, the one with the green and the black
green
on the
at
side.
the side,
Aye,
one side.
Stephen Fletcher.
Oh yeah, I
Ian
mean
Murray
that.
and that.
Aye, it was cool. I like yellow, and then they actually released that one where
Oh, here it
the
was.
campaign was sunshine.
It wasn't that one. It was 2013.
I would have been like 2009.
It was
2010.
Dan Egelbraith.
It was 2013.
Aye.
Aye. It was the third kit.
Yeah,
The
I
wee
remember.
Black Puma bit on the shoulder.
Yeah, I remember it.
So yeah, they've had some nice yellow ones. I'll agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, but it just went for being like a kind of psycho, like purple, black, white, and yellow, to we threw in a luminous,
And it's replaced yellow, and you're not happy.
and
with
then now we've threw in a washed out grey.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a smart one, Dave. Come on.
Oh come on, no! See for a distance, it looks like somebody's put a colour the darks in with the whites.
See if it was all the same colour of grey though. I think it would look a lot better.
I like
agree
the
with that.
colour of the shorts and the socks.
Yeah.
Aye, I prefer that
I
to the.
prefer the dark
top.
gunmetal. Aye, well that's what I'm talking about. I'm still talking about the shorts and that. Liam,
Check this guy.
Kim, I'm not happy about. His is probably better than mine this week for 1902.
So Dave, if you were in my position, what would you put in the room 1902 at the two things?
Oh, I quite like the idea.
What
Came
annoys-
into my head of you making a wee for the episode thing.
Mhm.
I'm putting you under pressure here.
Oh, Christ.
You have to make a vault with seagulls flying about. Thompson with a t-shirt on but a pair of gloves. Getting shit on. That's what you have to make.
I just a rogue arm with a pair of gloves.
Okay, so
Or I'm wearing a luminous top.
I don't mind the luminous tops, but I will agree that I prefer the yellow tops. I would really like to see the return to the yellow tops, and I think in another week I might have went for that.
Can I just ask you where it came from?
I don't know. I'm sure there's somebody at the club you could ask. You write a strongly worded email.
Oh, no, I don't care that much.
And that's one of the reasons why this week, Liam, your vote goes into the room 1902.
Thanks very much, Gav.
It's crazy. Like, if you're going to wear long sleeves, yeah, okay, if you want to wear gloves, but if you're going to wear short sleeves, why wear gloves as well? It's ridiculous.
He's not coming back.
Okay.
He's completely stole this show. He absolutely ruined it for me.
I'm coming to ruin your life. You're not coming back on,
Nah.
But yeah, so that's we'll put up a Twitter poll and see what people vote for as well, but it doesn't matter because I get to say I'm the boss. So yeah, that's joining room 1902. So I'm not going to remember each thing that's in it, but yeah, the room 1902 is getting a bit crowded, a bit more stuff in there, a bit more crowded.
4 things in it.
So we can have.
It's going to become House 1902.
We'll add Morello standing there with his short sleeved and his gloves. So yeah. So that's going to finish up. We're going to finish up there. Thank you again for your guys' questions. That was a big help. Hamilton this weekend. So I just we'll finish up with the score predictions for the Hamilton game, because that's something I forgot to do earlier. You sort of said win by 2.
Aye.
I think we'll concede. This is where you go 1 each.
So 3-1. I think
3-1.
I think we'll concede.
I'm going to go 1-0 Hibs.
I'm going to go 4-2 Hibs, because why not?
That's wacky.
It is wacky.
Yeah.
That's unorthodox.
Hibs involved in an entertaining football match.
No chance.
9 days.
Well, if you're heading along the game, enjoy it. If you're listening on the way to the game, then I hope you've made your journey. It isn't even that long to Hamilton. I guess if it is if you come from Edinburgh, it's not that. We're a bit closer. We've been in Livingston, I guess. But yeah.
And if you're not there yet, listen to it again.
If you listen to it on the Monday night when it goes up, you'll forget everything. Listen to it again, get us extra listens on the Saturday on the way to the game. Yeah, so thank you for listening. I appreciate you listening all the way at the end. Make sure you do all the following and all that sort of stuff. If you subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to it, find us on social media at HFC Talk. Thanks a lot for coming along, guys. Cheers for coming along after work, Liam. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me, mate.
Anytime. And cheers, Dave, as always.
For coming along after work as well.
But you're the way to
You made me look like a bum.
You're the way to Gretna, so you might not be on the next few ones you were saying.
Yeah, working away.
Well, we'll see you next month sometime.
We'll wait and see.
It's not going to be the same without you.
Stephen can lose this stuff if he's invited anyway.
He will be. He just lives around the corner. So.
No, I'm talking.
That's the only reason Stephen gets on. Just because he
again.
lives around the corner.
I'm talking about Liam. If Liam's invited back.
Liam. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Stephen.
No. I don't know what I'm talking about Stephen.
I've got a reputation to uphold now. Quiz winner.
Right, thanks again, folks, and we'll be back next Monday.
Cheers.
Bye.